speculation ran rampant when Hillary and Bill Clinton suddenly showed up on a commercial flight, flying on Delta Airlines from Ronald Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. Naturally, the Clintons never do anything without an angle, and a commercial flight is a far cry from Air Force One, private jets, or even chartered campaign planes. Hillary is up to something. It seems she may be gearing up for yet another run at world domination and preparing for a 2020 presidential run in what will be her third attempt to get to the White House. Clearly, it was an attempt to appear as just one of the regular folks. In an awkward sort of PR stunt, Bill and Hillary were forced to fly with the unwashed masses on a Delta flight bound to an unknown destination. A video clip posted to Twitter caught the shady duo sitting in the first-class section. "Coach, let's not get crazy, people." The clip appears to have been captured across the aisle as others filed down the aisle towards the coach section of the plane. The clip ends as Bill looks up, apparently spotting the camera. They are worth hundreds of millions of dollars and own at least 3 mansions. They stay each summer in a villa that costs $50,000 a week. But sure, they are just like an average American couple worrying about the cost of their electric bill. Really? The couple made their way through the airport unmolested and unbothered, except for a handful of people who wanted to take pictures with the former president. Hillary was every bit as standoffish and aloof as she is purported to be, wearing sunglasses indoors, hanging out on the sidelines in a frumpy, shapeless muumuu. It is interesting to note just how freely the Clintons can travel unmolested, on a commercial flight with no security in sight, with no fear of being attacked by conservative critics, or violence of any kind. They were not asked to leave or refused service in any way. Meanwhile, Trump administration officials are facing daily harassment by emotionally unhinged and sometimes violent leftist progressive activists. Adding to the intrigue and perhaps even sheer ick factor, was the book Bill brought aboard the flight for some apparent light reading. Entitled Crimson Lake, by author Candace Fox, the book is about the sexual assault and abduction of an underage girl. The book's summary reads, 6 minutes in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all it took to ruin Sydney detective Ted Concaffey's life. Accused but not convicted of the brutal abduction of a 13-year-old girl, Ted is now a free man, and public enemy number one. Bill himself has been accused by multiple women of RE, sexual assault, and various forms of sexual harassment dating all the way back to 1969 during his college days at Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar. Juanita Broderick has made accused Bill of raping her in 1978 during the time when Bill served as Arkansas Attorney General. Then there was Kathleen Willey. She kissed her, fondled her breasts, and forced her to touch his crotch during a meeting in the Oval Office in 1993. While Willey was a volunteer in the White House Correspondence Office. Then there was Paula Jones in 1991 who also accused Bill, stating the incident occurred at a government quality management conference that Bill attended. She was approached by the state police and told that Bill, then the governor of Arkansas, wanted to meet with her. Jones said that a police officer escorted her to Bill's hotel room in Little Rock and Bill then propositioned her for sex and exposing his genitals to her. He sat down, pulled down his pants, his whole everything, and he was exposed, and I said, I'm not that kind of girl, and I need to be getting back to my desk, Jones recalled. Leslie Milwee, a former television reporter, came forward publicly for the first time in October 2016 accusing Bill of sexual assault. Milwee says in 1980 when Bill was still serving as the governor of Arkansas, he groped her on several occasions at the now-defunct TV station she worked at in Arkansas. He followed me into an editing room, Milwee stated in an October 2016 interview. It was very small. There was a chair. I was sitting in a chair. He came up behind me and started rubbing my shoulders and running his hands down toward my breasts. And I was just stunned. I froze. I asked him to stop. He laughed. There have been other women with various accusations have surfaced over the years, with Hillary waging a smear campaign against all of them. Many on social media were full of conjecture with regards to Bill's current choice in reading material. Is he simply living vicariously, or is he reliving his own sick past?